guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bia. If you guys are new here, welcome. I thought I would do almost like a response to my video that I posted yesterday, which today is Thursday. And I was talking about the pricing of lash courses right now, which is like super low. So I wanted to make another video that might be helpful to anyone who's taking a course right now, coming out of learning how to be a lash artist and not knowing how to price your lash sets. So that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. If you guys are new here and you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to my channel. I talk about all things lashes, lash industry, how to do lashes on yourself, all that stuff, some business and some lifestyle as well. So go ahead and do that. And also while you're there, you can click that little bell notification button and then you'll be actually notified whenever I upload. So if you're at the point of thinking about what you should price your lash sets, then congratulations to you, because you've probably just finished a lash course and you are stepping into the industry and you want to do it right. So you're racking your brain about how to do it. You're probably thinking, I don't want to start off too high, I'm really slow. What should I do? How to price lashes, but I still want to make money. This is how you do it. These are techniques that I've used that have really worked in order to get fully booked and for people to come back, for people to take a chance on you, all the ways that you can get lash clients right out of being done with your certificate and yeah, starting to make an income. So when I first started pricing out my lash sets, I knew that I needed a certain amount of time in order to do the sets. I knew that if I was giving away my service for free, which a lot of people recommend at the beginning, I knew that I was going to lose joy, so I really avoided doing sets for free. But one advice that my lash teacher gave me was, when you do a lash set, offer your first one at whatever your cost is, and then offer a fill for free. This is how you can learn how to make sure that your retention is good. You'll see at the 2-week mark how much they have left. It'll give you pointers on how to improve. This is a better option than them just not coming back at all, and you kind of lose that like learning curve, because it's very, very insightful when somebody comes back. What went wrong? Do they sleep on a certain side? Are they really rough with their own lashes? Was it your own fault? Was it the humidity in your room? There are just so many different reasons why your lashes might not stay. So learning your retention is key in bringing those clients back. So when I was pricing my lash sets, I definitely took a look at what lash artists charge in my area, and then I went significantly lower. So when I first started, I was pretty slow, and I did have some comments on my previous video, and I think people took it a little bit more of like, oh, when you finish a lash course that you're like doing good lash sets. By no means. And don't get that twisted, that's not what I was saying. You need a lot of passion, drive, and patience to become a really good lash artist. And what I was saying in that video is basically that when lash artists are offering lash courses for a really low price, it makes everybody think like, oh, I could take a lash course, like it's only 200 bucks, I'm gonna go take it. Oh, it's 300 bucks, I'll have that money back in a week, right? So that's what I was hinting at, is that people that aren't very serious about taking a lash course are gonna go take it. And then those people that aren't very serious, that aren't going to show the patience, the drive, the motivation to do proper lash sets and actually go through all the time that it takes to become a good lash artist and do nice sets, you're going to have all these lash artists out giving people bad lashes. And honestly, the result of that is that people are going to say, lash extensions are bad for you. Lash extensions are not bad for you. They don't damage your natural lashes. A bad lash artist will damage your lashes, and poor aftercare damages your lashes, but a good applied set doesn't damage your lashes whatsoever, and you can have them on for years. I'm a good example. I've had lash extensions on for 3 years. I've been doing them myself, which I don't recommend obviously, but you guys are probably on my channel because you've seen one of my videos where I do it myself. But it goes to show you can have lashes. My lashes actually grew in fuller. So I just wanted to touch on that when I was talking about lash artists having such a low course price, it attracts people that aren't serious about becoming it. Have you ever spent money on something and you're like, and then you didn't like follow through with it, or you didn't read that book, but it was only 10 bucks? If it would have been $100, you probably would have read that book. if you get what I'm saying. So price does determine the quality of students you're attracting, and that's where I was going with it. By no means do I mean that anyone coming out of lash school is going to be doing amazing sets right away and that you should charge $100 an hour. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm here to clear that up for you guys, and this is what I think that you can charge. Obviously, all these figures are going to be depending on what region you're in. For example, I live in Ontario. I live just outside of Toronto, and in Toronto, lash sets are pretty expensive. So because I'm a little bit further out from that, lash sets here are just not as expensive. I'm also in an area where a lot of people are working out of their homes doing lashes, so I do have to look at that because they're perfectly fine. Like, those lash artists are great. Like, they give the exact same quality as everybody else, amazing. But they charge a little bit less because they don't have an overhead, so I have to look at that. Then I also look at the people that are in a salon, which have an overhead, they have rent to pay, employees to pay, how much do they charge? So that's your starting point. You're going to want to look at people that are doing work in your area, how much do they charge, and that's going to be a really good starting point for your pricing. So if you are just finishing lash school, what I would suggest is you want to definitely make an income by doing this. I said offer your first fill for free, that way you have that practice on retention. But other than that, what I think is a good way of pricing your set is to look at other people's fill prices and maybe go $10 to $20 just below their fill price and price your full set maybe just under what they're charging for their fill prices. So for example, if I should tell you guys what I charge actually. Let me go pull it up. All right, I haven't done lashes in a little while, and sometimes I change my prices and put things on sale, so I have to just double check because I want to give you guys the right information. So what do I charge? So I actually go into my Acuity scheduler and I have appointment types. Let's look it up. So for example, let's do classic lashes if that's what you're trained in. My classic lash fill, I always put in the time so that people know when they're booking this, like how much time do they have to schedule to be with me, and I always put 2 hours. 2 hours is a good figure, but sometimes I can do it in an hour, and sometimes it takes me just like a little bit over, but it totally depends on the appointment. That way I'm also covered if somebody comes like 10 to 15 minutes late. I just don't like rushing myself, and if I'm back to back, I like to have a little bit extra time. So generally it takes me like an hour and 15 or an hour, and so I base it off of that. I like to have a little bit of time in between, but I put that in my appointment, and then I charge $60 for a classic lash fill, and then my classic lash full set is $80. So if I was coming right out of school and I saw somebody charging these prices, I would probably charge $40 for a fill and $60 for a full set. I hope that kind of makes sense. You want to get people to come to you and take a chance on you, and they're probably not going to do that if you don't have a lot of posts, if you don't look like you're doing a lot of lashes, if you are brand new. I also probably wouldn't put in my bio that you are a new lash artist. I think people can kind of tell by the amount of posts that you have. You can see when somebody's been doing lashes for a long time, so as soon as you start getting that certificate, you're going to want to make your Instagram, start posting like quotes, start posting inspo, like other people's work, but make sure you tag them, give shout outs and stuff like that, and just always post in your story. And I think it's a great way to repost others is when you just do it in your story, that way you don't have it on your feed, but people still have something to look at and come back to every day on your page. So let's go into hybrid sets. So this will all depend on the area that you're in, but this is so you can get an idea of what I charge. A hybrid lash fill is $75, and a hybrid lash full set is $100. So if I was a student just starting out, I would probably charge $50 for a lash fill on a hybrid, and for the full set I would probably do like $70, $75, something around that. And always make sure that you tell them how long it's going to take, and don't rush yourself. People know that lashes take a long time, and that's the whole point of it. It's supposed to be a relaxing experience. Don't rush it. Like, it just causes negativity, and that negativity actually will like show on your lash set because you're not lashing every single lash that's possible. You're rushing yourself, and it's going to get sloppy. Some might get stuck. Honestly, lashes is supposed to be relaxing. The customer, the client can feel how you feel about it, and I think it's really important that you just know that they know how long it's going to take, so you don't rush yourself. Feel free to put, it's going to take probably up to 3 hours. Do you have this much time? Should we reschedule? I've also seen other very good lash artists that do like mega volume, and they still take like 3 hours for a mega volume. You know, I probably take like 2 to 2.5 hours of mega volume, but that's also not really my specialty. My specialty is probably not mega volumes. My specialty, why people come to me, is hybrids. I don't know how I got into that category. I mean, I think I know. I never used to be that great at fans. I just kept trying and practicing, and then I got a lot better when I took another training class, which if you are a lash artist already, sometimes that can really help, is to go out and get another certification. So I highly do recommend that you do that. You don't have to take a classic course, but you can just go and take like a volume course, or you can just do like a whole refresher course where it's offered all in one if you like the person that's offering it. Like, don't be shy to like go and get tips on a classic set from somebody, because there are some lash artists out there that can make classic lashing look amazing, and I'm sure it would be helpful for anyone to just learn from somebody else, so don't be shy of doing that. So there you have it. Those are some pretty specific lash prices that I mentioned to you guys. That's just what people charge here, but you know, don't be fooled. There are people out there that are charging over $200, especially when the first round of COVID hit in Ontario. When lockdown ended, I went and just like wanted to know if people were upping their price, and personally I did not up my price. I think maybe one of the sets I put like $10 on it, but I didn't really anything else. Like, it all stayed the same, because I knew like some people are still like, they're hurting and they just, you know, like it's not really the best time to be charging a lot for eyelash extensions. But I also saw some people that had doubled their full set price, and I was just like, wow, like how does anyone justify spending $250 for it? So you really have to be in an area that you can get away with charging that. And you know what, I would love to live in an area where I could charge 200 bucks for a lash set, but I just don't. And so I don't, because I do want to have clients, and making some money is better than no money. If you are just starting out after getting your certificate, think about giveaways. But to be honest, I've only ever done one giveaway, and I got really lucky with that giveaway because she turned into a long-time client, which I was really grateful for. But I didn't find joy in the thought that I had to do lashes for free when I knew that other people were already paying for that lash set. So I just was able to be in a position where I could just wait for those clients to come. And I knew that if I was more persistent on lashing and posting, that people would just come and book and take a chance, and word of mouth is so amazing. So yeah, get out there, start posting on your pages, compare your prices to others, but of course don't compare your work to others. You can never compare your style to somebody else's. You have something unique that other people might like, and that's going to attract customers all in itself. So just be you and just keep working hard, and your lashes will transform. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Thank you so much for sticking with me, watching my videos. I know I've gone through so many things on my channel where I, you know, started lashing, and then like I also started my clothing line, and you guys are all here for it. I hope to be posting a little bit more about my clothing line and to get a little bit more on that side. I just have such a passion for lashes, and so that's kind of was put on the back burner, but I'm excited to get some new styles going for my clothing line and post that on there. So I'm going to be announcing the winner of my giveaway that I was doing. You guys were able to enter on one of my previous videos, so I will announce that probably on my community tab, and then I'm going to just message someone because you guys were supposed to leave your Instagram handle. So I'm going to do that, and thank you so much for entering, and I hope you guys have an awesome day. I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye.